Hello YouTubers, welcome to my final video for this decade. Fitting that with my first video from this decade back in 2012, it was about Doctor Who action figures, so I thought it'd be very fitting to end the decade with a video about Doctor Who action figures. And so I give you my Doctor Who action figure collection for 2019. Over a decade's worth of figures collected. Enjoy! Also, please be sure to leave this video a like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. It would really make the difference and help me out a lot. So, we're going to start off right from the very top left-hand corner here. We've got these two nice shelves, and I've not actually shown you these in depth, because these are shelves that I got around 3 years ago, when I did a little bit of redecorating, because I used to have like space wallpaper here. All that's gone now. So without further ado, let's start off with what is the 1960s. We have the first Doctor there, right at the corner, William Hartnell, in his checkered trousers. And then we've got like a ton of Daleks from all of the stories from the 1960s. Absolutely love these variants of Daleks. One of my favourites, like the whole metallic silver and the blue hemispheres at the bottom half. There at the back you can just see a Dalek, which is from the Dalek Invasion of Earth, and in front of him is a Roboman. Makes it slightly different because this part of the shelf is just full of Daleks. Sadly, we didn't get that many other villains from the 1960s apart from Daleks and Cybermen. We had the odd Roboman and the odd Ice Warrior. We had a Mechanoid as well. Unfortunately, I do not have a Mechanoid in this collection. I never bought that set when it came in. But moving on, we can see another Dalek from the Dalek Invasion of Earth. We got two Cybermen from the 10th Planet, two different slight variations with paintwork. One face is light and the other, you can see it more now as I just move the camera down. And then we go into the Power of the Daleks and the Evil of the Daleks variations. We have another variation of the first Doctor. Really is meant to be like all the way down here with the third Doctor stuff, but I thought I'd put him there. He's the 3 Doctors variant that came in the 11 Doctor set, and this second Doctor is also the 3 Doctors variant, but seeing as this is the only second Doctor figure that I have from the 1960s anyway, I thought that it makes sense to put him here, because it'd look a bit odd if he was all the way over here, because we'd have theoretically a second Doctor era figure collection with no second Doctor, so that makes sense. And obviously the second Doctor's main villain was the Cybermen, if you're going to say that the main villain for the first one was Daleks. So here we have Cybermen, so we have the Tomb of the Cybermen version and the Invasion version. We also have the Cyber Controller, which is the original collect and build figure from 2009. We have an Ice Warrior from a story which is coincidentally called The Ice Warriors. And then we're sort of going into the 1970s. We have this Brigadier here, who could be a Brigadier from the Invasion, or it could be a Season 7 Brigadier. It could be whatever you want him to be. I like to say that he's a Invasion Brigadier. That way you have a little bit more variation going on with the 1960s era of Doctor Who figures. Would really love to see more figures from this era, by the way, because if you just have this one shot, that is literally all of the 1960s figures right there, and really it's not that many, and most of them are just Daleks and Cybermen. I would love to see more Monsters and Villains, or some re-releases or something in the future, but for now I'm happy with what we got anyway. I'm grateful. So going into the 70s, I don't have the Sea Devil's Third Doctor figure, unfortunately. If I did, then he would be the first one here where this Auton is. But I really love this Auton figure. I think it's a marvellous figure. One of the best figures, actually, I'd say. It's definitely the best ever Auton action figure that we've ever had. And just behind him there, we've got Jo Grant from the Claws of Axos. We've got another Brigadier, this time with binoculars. We've got another Auton, who is apparently from Terror of the Autons. We have the Axon Man, humanoid Axon. Don't have the Axon creature, never ever got that. We have Bok, just there, and he'd fit in with the Weeping Angels. We have, at the front here again, my favourite master out of all of them. We have the Roger Delgado master, and that likeness is just so amazing. It's so good. Just looks like Roger Delgado. We also have another Roger Delgado master. This time he's wearing all of the robes as you see in the Daemons. So he goes with Bok. We have the Supreme Dalek from Day of the Daleks. We have Sea Devil. We have a normal Dalek from Planet of the Daleks. Omega from the Three Doctors. We have the Master's TARDIS from the Time Monster. We have the Third Doctor from Carnival of Monsters, which came in the 11 Doctor set. We have the sort of spray paint Dalek from what you see at the end of Planet of the Daleks episode 1, and that's quite a rare one. He came with this version of the Third Doctor as well. Quite like this variation of the Third Doctor actually, because I think this was the only time that we ever saw Jon Pertwee's Doctor wear this outfit, so quite good that they managed to release that. Here we have the Drashig, which also acts as a hand puppet. Very nice. We have the Supreme Dalek, complete with pink lamps for the ears. And we have two Daleks, which are actually one of my favourite designs of Daleks. The two Daleks from the Death to the Daleks. So there's just a normal one with your normal plunger and whisk, and here is the special one where he has the special machine gun and he has the orange headlights as well. And we have another Third Doctor figure which is from Death to the Daleks. We have this guy here who is brand new, only got him very recently. It's Sontaran Commander Lynx, which this is the B&M re-release because I never managed to get the original, so this is the next best thing with a lighter skin tone. Review of that is on the way, by the way, along with the other figures that came in that set, which are Harry Sullivan and Steyer, which I'll get to in a moment. So now going into the Fourth Doctor era, we have the Fourth Doctor, just regenerated at the end of Planet of the Spiders. We have his TARDIS. We have the Fourth Doctor Season 12, which is the figure that got me into the classic range, and in a way sort of was one of the catalysts that actually did get me into classic Doctor Who itself. We have the brand new Harry Sullivan figure, which is amazing. We have Steyer, and then we have another Fourth Doctor. This time it's the duffel coat variation, what we see throughout Season 12. And he comes with the Carla Mutant, which is like all the way down there. Used to have him getting strangled by it, but I realised that he wasn't wearing that outfit when that happened. He was wearing this outfit. Here we have the K1 robot, which looks very nice. That was the original Collect and Build figure from Wave 1, and one of the rarest figures because it's never ever been released in any sort of way ever since. Here we have Michael Wisher and Davros from Genesis of the Daleks. One of the best figures, I think, in the entire collection. We have a Dalek back there as well from Genesis of the Daleks. We have another Fourth Doctor from Season 12, this time with smiling head. That figure does have interchangeable heads, as you can see at the bottom there. Here we have 3 Cybermen from Revenge of the Cybermen. We have the Cyber Mat with them as well. Cyber Leader I got him posing with his arms just at his hips there, like he does throughout that story, so very nice to have them. We have Broton, the Zygon Warlord, just at the back there. We have the Morbius creature, we have an Osiris Service robot, and we have the Fourth Doctor from Pyramids of Mars. We have the Fourth Doctor from the later stages of Season 13, but I think this figure is most commonly referred to as the Seeds of Doom version. And from the Seeds of Doom at the back there, we have the Krynoid. We also have the Vought robots, which are some of my favourite figures ever. So we have SV7, D84, and we have one of the normal Vox. This one I just decided to name as V3. There we have the Master from the Deadly Assassin, and at the back we have Magnus Greel and Mr. Sin from the Talons of Weng-Chiang, along with the Fourth Doctor from the Talons of Weng-Chiang. We have Leela from the Invasion of Time, along with K9. We have Sontaran Commander Store, a Dalek from Destiny of the Daleks, which is the Suicide Dalek, because he has all the bombs around the neck there. We have the Fourth Doctor from City of Death. Scaroff, Last of Jagaroff, comes with Count Scorleone head. We have the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS, as seen from Shada, and we also have Shada, Fourth Doctor, who is also new to the collection. So very nice to have him. We have the Master from the Keeper of Traken, Fourth Doctor Season 18, Fourth Doctor from the Keeper of Traken, the Master's grandfather Clock, and the Melkur. And then we start into the Fifth Doctor era, so this is mainly getting to the 1980s now. So I've made like this line of Fifth Doctor figures. It sort of shows an evolution of his costumes. So you start off with him just regenerated, then you have a Castrovalva version, a sort of early Season 19 Visitation version, and we have the Season 21 version, which is from the Resurrection of the Dalek set. And in between there is one of the rarest figures, I think, now. It's the Earthshock Cyberman, which is one of my favourite variations of Cyberman that there's ever been. And at the back there, it's got some more Daleks. So we've got a normal Grunt Dalek, and we have the Supreme Dalek from Resurrection of the Daleks. And we go further on now, just getting to the end of the Fifth Doctor's era. So we have Peri from the Kaiser Androzani, we have Sherazjek, we have Davros from Resurrection of the Daleks, we have the Master from Planet of Fire, also another excellent sculpt of a Master, much like the Roda Delgado Master. I think that Character Options did a great job with this one. Really does look like Anthony Ainley's Master. And here we have the Fifth Doctor's TARDIS from the Kaiser Androzani, with the Fifth Doctor with a load of mud all over him. And they're also new to the collection. Now we're going into the Sixth Doctor era. So there is the Sixth Doctor, and then we have a few of his villains behind him. We have Peri from Vengeance of Varos. I actually have more Peris than Six Doctors in my collection. which is a little bit sad. I would like some more Sixth Doctor variations in my collection, because I do like the Sixth Doctor. Very underappreciated Doctor, I'll always say that. So we have another Peri from the two Doctors. We have Stike, the second Doctor, as an androgram from the two Doctors. Sil, a Necros Dalek from Revelation of the Daleks. We have the Sixth Doctor from the Terror of the Vervoids segments of the Trial of a Time Lord. And then going back to the front, we have the Seventh Doctor with smiley face, or if you want to be accurate, I suppose it's season 24 or season 25 Seventh Doctor. We've got some Cybermen from Silver Nemesis. We've got another Seventh Doctor, season 24-25, this time with Solemn Head. And we have the season 26 Solemn Head Seventh Doctor there, just behind those Cybermen. And we have an Axis Strike Dalek from the Gallifrey series, TV movie Seventh Doctor, Dalek and Eighth Doctor from Children of Revolution, Eighth Doctor from TV movie, Eighth Doctor from Dark Eyes, Dune Coalition, Ravenous, etc. We also have the Dalek Interrogator Prime from the Time War series from Big Finish. We have the Eighth Doctor from The Night of the Doctor, and we have the War Doctor and the Strategist Dalek from his Time War series from Big Finish. And now going into the new series. So I'd imagine, like, if we're going to get some more classic series figures, then eventually all of this will drop down to this lower shelf, which would make sense, to be honest with you. So here we have the 9th and 10th the 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS just there, and we have 9 and Rose just stood there. Rose is one of the weirdest figures that's ever been made. We have Cassandra, Jabe, some Autons, Face of Bow, Moxa Balhoun, Robot Spiders, Gelf Zombie and Gelf Phantom, which was a collect and build. We have a Slitheen, and behind him is the Space Pig. We have the Dalek with the mutant inside. I'll just give you a closer look at that, which is very nice. And we also have gas mask zombies. Well, just one gas mask zombie, which is Dr. Constantine. And we have the Editor. We have Sycorax, Disco Dancing 9th Doctor, along with regenerated 10th Doctor. We have Captain Jack Harkness with the Empty Child pointing at us there, not creepy at all. And we have Sycorax Leader, Rose Tyler Series 2, 10th Doctor, complete with glasses and sonic screwdriver. We have a werewolf, a regular Krillitane, and K9 Mark III rusted, and that is that shelf. And now on to the lower shelf, continuing on with the rest of Series 2 figures now. So we have a Cyber Controller, some Ood, Clockwork, Robots. We have Grandma Connolly with no face, just at the back there. Very easy to miss out. We have the Wire there. We have the 10th Doctor with his spacesuit. We have Toby Z possessed, Mickey Smith or Hoix just at the back there, 2 Cybermen, and we have the Cult of Skaro action figures. And well, if you know me, you'll know that those were the first ever 5-inch figures that I ever got. These chaps right here. And then going into Series 3, we have 10th Doctor Martha Jones, Judoon, Lilith the Witch there just at the back. We have Brannigan, Novice Haim, Laszlo, another 10th Doctor figure. We have Dalek Thay with the casing damaged at the back there. We have Dalek Sec Hybrid, some scarecrows from Human Nature, the Family of Blood, 10th Doctor in Pentalion spacesuit from 42, which is quite underrated. I think it's a good story. We have the Weeping Angels from Blink. One of them is weeping, one of them is screaming. We have a Time Lord, which you see briefly from that flashback scene from The Sound of Drums. We have Professor Yana, who is also the Master, Derek Jacobi Master. And then we have John Sims Master regenerated and John Sim Master in full gear from the end of Series 3. We have another Captain Jack Harkness figure, this time with a coat, and I think overall this is a better figure. Comes with the 10th Doctor's hand. We have Martha Jones in army gear, as you see in Last of the Time Lords. I've put another 5th Doctor in there. This is actually the 5th Doctor from the 11th Doctor set, but I just feel that it fits more here. So that's why I put him here. It's meant to be like a time crash sort of thing, because he did appear in that minisode, and I like to think that is canon. And here you got like your Voyage of the Damned stuff. So you've got Heavenly Hosts. Oh yeah, you've also got the old 10th Doctor and ancient 10th Doctor. You've got Astrid Peth, Bana Kaphalatus somewhere around here as well. Quite hard to find, as he is quite a small figure, but believe me, he is around here somewhere. We have the 10th Doctor in tuxedo, who is quite new to the collection. Very nice figure. We have the Paravile foot soldier. My God, losing my speech there. I don't know what's going on. We have a random Roman soldier, which I always thought was weird, and then we have the Paravile priestess at the back there. The reason that she's at the back and not the front is because she always likes to fall over, so I had no choice. I had to lean her against the wall, which is quite sad. We have two more Ood, this time from Planet of the Ood. One of them is Ood Singer. One of them is Ood Sigma, and the other one is the Natural Ood. We have Donna Noble, also from Planet of the Ood. And then we have the New Sontarans from the Series 4 two-parter. They're basically new series Sontarans. We have Hath Peck at the back there. And then we have River Song from Silence in the Library. We have a Vastra Narada. And then we have Davros, Crucible Dalek, and the Supreme Dalek. All these from the end of Series 4 in the Stolen Earth and Journey's End. Then we're delving into Specials 2009-2010 territory now. So we're just going into the decade that's about to close. So we have the Cyberman, or Cyber Leader I should say, from the Next Doctor. We have the Master from the End of Time. We have the 10th Doctor injured, 11th Doctor, and as you can see, sort of like what I did with the 5th Doctor figure. It's like an evolution of the 11th Doctor into his main outfit, which is very nice. We have the Rassilon figure, Timothy Dalton. We have Amy Pond as a policewoman, or stripper gam. And we have another variation of Amy Pond from Victory of the Daleks. We have one of the weirdest figures ever, Prisoner Zero. We have the 11th and 12th Doctor's TARDIS exterior. We have the 11th Doctor, this time with blue shirt and blue bow tie. We have a Smiler, a Winder, a Ironside Dalek, which is one of my favourite variations of Dalek. We have at the back here all of the Paradigm Daleks. So we have a drone, a scientist, Supreme, a strategist, and an Eternal. See, I still remember. And we have angels that are projected. To be honest, I don't really think that these figures are that great. There's some more angels. And we have Francesco the vampire. We have a Silurian from the Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. We have another Roman soldier, which is just really weird. We have the Pandorica Cyberman Guard. We have the 11th Doctor in Fez. We have the 11th Doctor apparently from A Christmas Carol. We have the Pandorica, which is from the Pandorica wave of figures. We have 11th Doctor with Stetson. The Silence. So we have the streaming one and the solemn one. Very nice to have, and they're quite huge if you look at these figures compared to most of the others. But still quite good. At the back there we've got a Peg Soldier, and we have Uncle. And we also have like loads of Cybermats down there. And I've just scattered them all around. I've not really put them in any order. There's some more Cybermats at the bottom there as well. We have Amy Pond from Let's Kill Hitler. We have Oswin from Asylum of the Daleks. We have two Cybermen from Closing Time. We have the 11th Doctor seen throughout Series 7B. Well, most of Series 7B anyway. And we have the 11th Doctor from The Time of the Doctor. I think it's meant to be The Time of the Doctor. We have Clara, who's just random. It's not actually from anything, but it's a Clara figure. We have the 12th Doctor from Robot Sherwood, the only Series 8 version of this Doctor that I have. We have Missy, which you see throughout Series 8 with a black dress. And I also have purple dress Missy, the Series 9 or Series 10 version of the 12th Doctor, who is quite huge. Too tall as an action figure, I feel. We have another Missy who's meant to be from Extremis. We have Bill Potts. And finally, we have the 13th Doctor. And we are all up to date with the 5-inch action figure collection, which I've been collecting now for well over 10 years. And I've always enjoyed collecting these. I've also got some bits and bats here at the end, so I've got Luigi and a Koopa there for some reason, and some key rings, and a Product Enterprise Cyberman from the 1980s. So that's that. That is my action figure collection, guys. It's been a while since I've done one of these. And you may have noticed there's a few gaps in the collection here and there, because for varying reasons I didn't get some figures. Some I just may not have wanted. Like up here, I never got a Fendaline for the image of the Fendal or anything like that. I never got an Axon creature, as I said before. There's some figures which I would have liked to have got. Or yeah, most obvious one as well, and I've said this in numerous videos, I would have loved a Third Doctor and TARDIS set which was released by B&M. That would have been so good, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. But for what it's worth, I'm quite pleased with my collection, and I hope you are too. Thank you all for watching this channel over this past decade. It has been an absolute pleasure to do this all for you, and all that's left for me to say now is have a happy new year, and I'll see you all in the new decade. Bye for now.